Hello and welcome back to THL Season 3 Round 10, and it takes us to Britain. So yeah, sorry for the late upload. Yeah, I just haven't really found time to upload AOR and THL this week. So yeah, this was last week's race. I'll be uploading this week's race probably in the next few days or so. So yeah, let's get on with it. So yeah, this is the first race after the break, and yeah, we're just before just about midway through the season now, round 10. So yeah, next race will be, of course, the middle race of the season. So yeah, coming to this again, I'm in the championship battle for P3 with Ventrox right now. I mean, I was actually competing for the title with Jaeger for the first few rounds, but then of course in Baku I sort of binned it from a winning position. In Spain I just had a terrible race. In Monaco I got taken out in the first corner when I think I probably could have easily got top 5. And then yeah, since then it's just been a sort of cataclysm of errors, and as a result Jaeger is well clear of us, and Kozia, who's been in the league of his own in the last few races, has sort of assumed himself as the main challenger for Jaeger. So all we can really do now is watch our teammate and just try to help him out really. But yeah, I mean, for this league, I think I mentioned it last week in my AOR video. I'm not planning on using the wheel. I probably won't end up using the wheel for league racing, because considering I've only got about 8 or 9 races left, and I don't really feel compelled to race this game. I just don't feel my last days on this game is going to be, well, it's going to be as good on the wheel, because I'm just going to be well off the pace. Because I just don't want to. I don't really like this game, as I say numerous times. So I don't feel like practicing. But again, you can see a brilliant qualifying, and that's something which has really surprised me this season. Last year, I was really rubbish at qualifying, but I had amazing races, and that made it really interesting because I was always coming through the field from the back, and I was getting podiums still in AOR and THL. This season, it's the opposite. I start at the front, but you can see now we're going to try to get a good start, but I'm really bad at the start. So you can see I'm immediately getting some wheel spin. We're going to come under attack from Ventrox, so we're going to fall down to P5, but only losing the 1 position. So actually a better start than usual. But yeah, my race pace has just been absolutely horrible this season, probably because of my setup really, which focuses more on traction than tyre wear. But again, on any other setup, I just find it so horrible to drive this car. The traction is just horrible this year. So again, we're going to take Ventrox. He got us off the start, so we're taking him back now, and that's us up into P4. And so yeah, we sort of maintain position, but you can see by the end of the lap, we're already beginning to drop away from Jaeger and Sanyut, who's in P2. So Sanyut's doing a really good job of the start. He had a really good qualifying, but of course right now there's probably about 6 or 7 of us who are sort of in a league of our own. So we've got quite a tight battle, and you can see we're beginning to pull. And we've got Ventrox behind us, and we've got the other side of Ocular fending off Wattmaster for the time being. But you can see we're slowly losing ground to Jaeger, and yeah, Ventrox is going to take full opportunity of that. And I was just going to let him pass, just try to slipstream him. But again, you can see it's so horrible, the dirty air in this game. So as soon as you get overtaken, I had a waft of dirty air, lost a bit of time, and then I dropped back from him quite quickly. And you can see on to lap 6 now, we're already losing about a second a lap to our times. And yeah, I mean, hence the title of the video, because my setup was really horrible in tyre wears. We go wide, that's going to allow Wattmaster through, and we're down to P6. So once again, I mean, we're losing positions from where we started, and it's been the trend for most of this year. I mean, I haven't been overtaking at all. I haven't had the pace over anyone in the race. It's just me falling back positions, and it's really demoralising. And I don't. That's why I don't enjoy this game like before. You can see now Ocular tries to go up our inside. He shoves us a bit wide, so I wasn't really keen to let him have the position after that. So we're going to defend quite hard. But you see we're literally losing 3 seconds a lap at this point because of our tyres. And I literally I don't understand what it is, because Jaeger and the rest of them, they're able to, even though the pad has rubbish tyre wear, they're able to like sustain their lap times right until the end of their stint. But for me, it's just, I lose 3 seconds a lap as soon as I get anywhere near 50% tyre wear. And I don't know, and again you can see now, even though we're not in the dirty air, we're just getting lots of warnings and penalties because of the tyres. And you can see we lost 3 seconds in the first 2 sectors. So yeah, we're going to come under attack from Ocular again. We're just really holding everyone up at this stage. And this is basically what the race is. I mean, me competing for the podium off the start, having the pace over everyone at the beginning of the race, and then just falling back at the end of the stint by about 10 seconds. You can see we were right behind these guys just 3 laps ago, and we lost 10 seconds to them in 3 laps. And it's just, I don't know. I mean, unless I can find a setup which is better on the tyres, but you'll see tomorrow. when I upload the AOR video. I mean, I did try that, and I mean, the problem with me then experimenting with setups and then trying a setup which is going to be much nicer on my tyres is that then it feels horrible to drive, and oh gosh, yeah, I'll just let the video speak for itself tomorrow. But meanwhile, we're just right behind him, so hopefully we'll be able to jump him in the pit as we are Ferrari. That's probably our one saving grace. But yeah, onto a fresh set of tyres, and you're going to see now, my pace was really up there with Jaeger and the rest of them. You can see why we were up there in qualifying as well. And it just goes to show, I mean, Austria was an exception, but I mean, again, I probably wouldn't have held on to the win, even though I was leading, because of the fact my tyres degrade so quickly on this game, and I literally bleed time, like, towards the end of the race. My end of stints are literally tragic. So, I don't know if I need to invest in a two-stop, invest in a new strategy, but right now it's just not going well at all. And I mean, the only way I can think of combating it is full traction, but then that's going to lose me a second a lap. So, do I lose a second a lap every lap, or do I lose 3 seconds a lap at the end of my stint? I'm trying to weigh that out right now, but it's not adding to my enjoyment of the game at all. We actually get an overtake on Thiago Montero, but this is literally the only overtake I'm doing right now. Either at the beginning of the stints when I've got so much pace that I'm actually gaining on people, or people who haven't actually pitted yet. So, I mean, towards the end of the stint, I literally become a sitting duck, and it's really demoralising, really. Especially when I started 4th and I'm literally bleeding positions. You can see, even after everyone's pitted, we're going to come out in what would be P7. I think Nico Hunt still has to pit. But now we've got Pixelmeister on fresh tyres behind us. And you can see there's a lovely battle for P2 or P3. And it's only about 5-10 seconds up the road. We're 8 seconds behind Ventrox. And I lost 10 seconds at the end of my stint. So I was really annoyed at this stage, because I have the pace to be up there. And there's 6 or 7 of us who have the pace to be battle. We could have a 5-way battle for P2. I mean, Kozzy is a bit fast, but even so in the wets, he's definitely reachable. We could have 5-6-way battles on the rim, and that's definitely what's happening. But I just can't get involved because my tyres are just dying, and I'm getting annoyed about it, because it's just I wanna get at least one more win before I leave really racing at the end of the season. And right now you can see again I'm just losing seconds a lap now, and it's just really depressing because we're already having to begin to defend, but because we were keeping up with these guys. Actually, I gained 4 seconds on the undercut from Ventrox and Sanyitz and Jaeger and Whatmar. So those guys battling. But you see, Pixelmeister is going to shove us off again, a bit like Ocular. Yeah, just being a bit aggressive there. I mean, he is going to give the position back, so kudos to him. But that's going to lose us about 3 or 4 seconds to Ventrox in front. Not that I was going to catch him anyway. And at this point, I knew I was probably going to come P7 because you're on the fresher tyres. Even so, they probably will die towards the end. My tyres are going to die even more because of the cliffing on this game. And yeah, I just have so many penalties at this point. That's the other thing. I mean, I was really hoping that this league would stick with regular corner cutting, but now we've merged with the THL guys who run no assist. They really wanted us to use strict. So that's another frustrating thing because it's so pedantic. And yeah, just all the more reasons why I just hate this game. I mean, in 2017 it was bad. I mean, I got 6 to 9 seconds a race, and so did quite a lot of people. But in this game, I'm getting 15, 18 seconds a race, and it's just really, what's the point in battling somebody if you're going to lose out on penalties anyway? So I know it's becoming a bit of a rant fest this race, but I honestly think I could have been having a really good fight with the guys up front if my tyres just didn't cliff. And I really want these good fights for podiums. I really want to be fighting for podiums like I used to. And I know that's not going to happen if I keep practicing, but again, I don't feel compelled to practice when I just know it's just my end of stints are just so tragic. I'm just going to become a sitting duck, and races just aren't fun for me anymore. It's so horrible when you lose 3 seconds a lap at the end of your stint, and everyone else is still blitzing it at the speed of sound. But you can see Pixelmeister, we managed to get him back after he got us momentarily, and he tried to go for a cutback, but I think he lost his wing unfortunately on us, and as a result he's actually made a mistake behind us, so it looks like we actually got P6 in the bag after all. So yeah, sorry to Pixelmeister. I mean, I was having quite a stoic defence of my position. I just really didn't want to be outside the top 6. And yeah, we will hang on to P6 in the end as Pixelmeister retires. But yeah, as you have a look at the actual results, Kozia P1 once again, only 10.5 seconds ahead of Warpmaster. Jaeger will be in P3, consistent as always, and he's I don't get it. He hasn't got any penalties. You can see I've got 15 seconds of penalties. Probably the most out of anyone. But Jaeger is really consistent all of a sudden. So even so he's not up there with Cozier, I mean, he still might be able to defend his title. As we actually look onto the standings now. And you see I'm actually behind Ventrox by 1 point. Jaeger still has quite a commanding lead over Cozier, who is hunting him down. And Wattmaster makes sufficient progress as well. But yeah, losing P3 to Ventrox now. And yeah, in the Constructors, seems sort of stay as they are. With Ferrari, we're still out in front for the time being, and yeah, the guy's just slowing in behind us. But that's going to be it. See you next time.